Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Today, we're going to go part 6 of the Q&A with Sophie. So, Q&A number 6 with questions from you, the audience. First question is from Sindra G and Crafty Girl, and they ask, how many sisters and brothers do you have? Well, I only have one sister, and her name is Frida, and if you watch my videos, you'll see her appear in a couple of them. She's a great duct taper, but she's also an amazing crafter. The funny thing about my sister and I is we both have the same parents, same mom and dad, but we are 15 years apart, so we actually kind of grew up as only children, believe it or not. Shendi says, does your whole family craft? Where do you like to craft best, and which craft store do you like best? Well, Shendi has a lot of questions, and the first one is, does my whole family craft? Yes, we're all artists. My mom and dad are painters, and my dad is a sculptor as well. My sister is an amazing crafter, and then as far as my husband's concerned, he has become quite crafty over the years now that we're doing all these duct tape workshops. As far as where do I like to craft best? The warehouse, which is here, is probably the easiest place to craft because I've got all my supplies. But I do love to craft at home in my living room because it's much more comfortable. Which craft store do you like best? Now, I'm from the East Coast originally, and there is a place there called AC Moore, and I used to love that craft store. But now that I live on the West Coast, I would say Michael's is probably my best crafting store. Now, I hope I pronounced this correctly. It's Valaja W. She says, is there a duct tape craft you would do over again if you could? And if so, which one? You know, I think this is a really interesting question, and I'll tell you why. When I started duct taping, which was about 3-4 years ago, I was a brand new novice at it. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I hadn't started to really teach how to do the duct taping at that point in time. So I was making these videos with what I knew. As I've gone along through time, I've learned a whole lot more about duct taping. So to tell you the truth, there's a whole bunch of duct tape crafts that I'd go back and do over again. Mainly the wallets, and I think my backpack. I would totally redo my backpack because it's awfully confusing and it's a pretty hard craft to do. So if I was to do anything, I think that Valaja, what I would say is I'd go back and redo my backpack, which, you know, I may do someday. Autumn C and Emma B, what is your favorite brand of duct tape? Okay, so I use a lot of different kinds of duct tape. And it's an interesting thing because the brands themselves have changed over the years as I've been using them. When I first started duct taping, I only exclusively used duct brand duct tape, which is the one with the duck on it. But as time has gone by, I've discovered other brands. There's Tape Brothers, which is this brand right here, Tape Brothers brand. I use it when I need to do a lot of taping, like when we did our duct tape prom dresses. I use this because it's a less expensive tape. You can get it 60 yards to a roll. It's a great quality tape. Thing about it is it only comes primarily in colors. So I use that as a base tape, and I do like this tape a lot. What I've discovered over the years, though, is that Oriental Trading actually has an interesting brand of tape. This is their brand of tape. It tears really nicely. Part for me is if it rips nicely and if it holds, if it has a good sticky quality to it, then I like it. This is from Oriental Trading. It's a really good tape. This is another tape that I discovered. It's called Laugh, or Just for Laughs, Just for Laughs. We get this from a company called Doris, and it's pretty good. It has about 10 different patterns, but that's it. And I wouldn't use their colors. The colors tend to shred, but I do like their patterns that they have. And then my final one, believe it or not, is one I discovered at the Dollar Tree. And you can't always get it, but it's $1. And so if you're starting to duct tape, it's really a great way to start. It's made by Tool Bench. So those are all the different tapes that I use. And there's many more out there. The one brand that's not my favorite, just because it's a thinner brand of tape, is the Scotch brand tape. Now, it's a good tape, don't get me wrong, but it's a thinner brand of tape. Gracie B says, will there be more contests? Well, Gracie B, there will. We just have to get the time to figure out what we want to do with those contests. I'd really like to have a contest where you guys submit the fabulous, amazing things that you make. So once we get a chance to get that figured out and how we would do that, we will definitely have another contest. Kayla D says, will you ever stop making YouTube videos? Well, here's the thing, Kayla. I'm going to keep making videos until you guys decide that you don't want me to make videos anymore. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to keep making videos. I don't know if it'll be forever because the way technology advances so quickly, who knows what the next thing will be. But for right now, I have no intention of stopping in making videos. And lots of people have asked me, so what's up with that I Love Duct Tape sweatshirt? Are you ever going to get that out? Here's the deal. We would love to sell those sweatshirts. The thing about it is it's kind of expensive to make them. We've been working on the printing. We want to make sure it's a good quality sweatshirt. And right now they're coming in at costing us, for a selling point, at about $40 to $45 plus shipping. That's a lot of money. So right now we're still trying to figure out how we can get those costs down so that you guys will buy them because they are cool, but we don't want to have to charge you $50 for a sweatshirt. So there you have it. So that's Q&A number 6, and I'm going to do a Q&A number 7, a Q&A number 8, Q&A number 9. As many questions as you ask, I'll do. For more fun things, come and check us out at Sophie-World.com.